This reading's for chain breakers. My gosh, you chain breakers are on your way to wealth. I have done a number of readings this week for chain breakers, and it all seems to be a lot about money, legacy, wealth this week. So I trust when you're finding this reading that there is something around what you're working towards, long-term wealth, stability. Some of you could be inheriting money or about to come into a lot of money or just come into a lot of money. So what you're working through here, the patterns that you're working through, the chains that you're breaking is not just allowing this money in, but it's also hanging on to it. Okay, because what Spirit's showing me is that a lot of you in the past perhaps have come into money, had money, earned good money, right? And it goes out like this. Whether that's your lifestyle, yes, maybe for some of you, but what I'm really getting is that you're so generous and you're so big hearted. And I think a lot of you in the past have easily given that money to others, helped others out, paid for others, sacrificed yourself for others. It could be that you're a parent and, you've made sure you've given your kids the best. Perhaps you're someone who has supported your extended family, or you just like to help friends out or charities. I don't know. But my sense is that the theme of this reading, the pattern, the chain to break here, is not just allowing the money in, but holding on to the money. So if you have been working towards something and there's some kind of delay, or like what's stopping this from happening, you've got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And it might feel like maybe you've missed an opportunity or something like this, but Spirit's telling me here, you know, I'm thinking for most of you the money hasn't come yet, or the opportunity or the resource or whatever it is that you need towards whatever, what you're working towards. It hasn't come yet because there's this delay, there's this stop moment for you to think about things. To think about, one, how you've dealt with money in the past, and maybe do you panic? Do you quickly need to get rid of it? Because the word I'm getting here is prepare. You need to prepare, prepare, prepare. And this is not just about deciding where the money's going to go, where the resources are going to go, what you're going to do with it. I'm feeling like there's a need for you to check in with yourself, in particular in relation to money. And you've got the Unlock Your Love Blocks cards. This is my deck, available, rebecca-lee.com website. You got the values card. So it tells me that whatever's going on with this situation, this point of life, how you use your resources and money, and what you've done in the past, it's different now. And I feel like you're just getting this moment in time to check in with what is important to you. Like in the past, like I said, you may have put others first, or maybe you did spend money on your reputation or on your lifestyle or how you look or what you drive, or there were other priorities for you. But the spirit's saying, like, at this point, this is a time for maturing, there's a time for growth, but you need to check in with yourself and be honest with yourself before you do that. And just to sort of give that extra insight and support, I pull the love looks cards, and it's talking about values. And you'll look like she's holding up her heart, and then we've got like cars and jewelry and all this sort of stuff down there. So I sense that this card's just saying, spirit's asking you to be really careful now and to think ahead and to check in with yourself. There's abundance coming in, no doubt. You've got the Ten of Pentacles. Things are coming to fruition, but the delay is spirit wants you to check in with yourself. What are you going to do with this money? Where are you going to invest it so it grows, so you grow? Okay, so this is just a little bit of the message today. The delay is about you checking in with what your priorities are, planning, preparing, not just preparing like a budget or a plan or a vision with the money, but you also um, maturing and changing, reassessing your values. What should be important now? How are you going to make sure that you're not going to perhaps be as I'm getting the word frivolous, sorry, with your money, and knee-jerk reaction, like you've got to plan, you've got to plan, you've got to plan. You've got the Ace of Pentacles because there's a new opportunity. There is an opportunity coming. You are going to achieve the wealth that you are really working towards, have been working towards. You're so close. There's a new beginning coming. There's financial growth, abundance, opportunity, long-term potential coming, but you need to reassess your values. You need to make sure that, and spirit wants to make sure that you are not going to be with money and as frivolous with money as what you have been in the past. I felt that you couldn't hang on to money because there's a panic, there's a fear, and it's like this money block, right? You want to like give it away before you've even had a chance to think about what you want to do with it. It comes back to worthiness. I think that's really the core of this reading here, that you need to sit with so you can move this situation forward. Okay, I want that abundance and that money coming into you. We've got the values. You can look at Unlock Your Love Blocks program if you want to sit with values. You want to look at any of these blocks, key one particularly for this one. But at the end of the day, it's knowing that you're worthy. You need to breathe, slow down, know you're worthy. You can handle this. You don't have to have the money and the abundance come in one hand and quickly get rid of it the next hand. Spirit wants to bring you this money, but it doesn't want you to do with the money like you've done with the past. So let me know if this resonates in the comments.